Imagine, for a moment, the most feared warlord in the galaxy landing not in Wakanda or the depths of space, but outside a battered, red-brick mansion in Westchester, New York. This is where our story begins. Not with Thanos crashing through the Avengers, but with the Mad Titan knocking figurative on the door of Charles Xavier and his school for gifted mutants. So, how does a scenario like this even happen? It starts simple. Professor X, always attuned to shifts in the psychic sphere, senses a disturbance from beyond the stars of consciousness, vast, alien, and unyielding. Cerebro throbs with alien data. The X-Men gear up, expecting another Sentinel, maybe Magneto, but nothing prepares them for the arrival of Thanos, who, for once, isn't here to wipe them from existence. He's here with an offer. Help me, and I'll help you. These stage alliances in the Marvel Universe are fragile, shaped by necessity more than trust. The X-Men, battered by years of persecution, are desperate for a way out, a bargaining chip, a shield, a promise of survival. Xavier is no fool. He asks, "What could you possibly want from us?" Thanos, with a smirk, lays it out. You have power, unique power, and unlike the Avengers, you understand what it means to be hated for it. This resonates. Magneto, ever the pragmatist, sees potential. Cyclops argues for caution. Wolverine suggests a more direct approach involving his claws. But in the end, it's Mystique, ever the bridge between worlds, who says what they're all thinking. Let's hear him out. Here's Thanos' pitch. The universe clings to balance, but it's always in flux. The Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., cosmic empires, they're obstacles, not answers. The X-Men, by contrast, know oppression, survival, and sacrifice. Together, they could enforce a new kind of order, one where mutants would never hide again. It isn't trust that binds them. It's opportunity. Within days, the Alliance sweeps through the underground mutant community. Thanos brings promises of safety and, more impressively, the backing of alien power. Mutant kind, from the sewers of the Morlocks to the icy halls of Utopia, begins to rally. Thanos is smart enough to flatter. Mutants have been denied their true potential. You deserve a universe that recognizes your greatness. Magneto finds himself nodding. Word heads out. The Avengers are wary. Iron Man calls it an existential crisis on rollerblades. Captain America is blunt. Thanos cannot be trusted. But the world is shifting, and the X-Men are, for once, dictating the terms. The Mad Titan's technology is soon entwined with mutant defenses. Sentinels, reduced to scrap by advanced Chitauri weaponry. Anti-mutant legislation, obliterated overnight by a show of force that leaves entire governments reeling. The X-Men suddenly have leverage unimaginable in any prior timeline. But alliances with monsters come with prices. There are fractures. Beast, ever uncomfortable with moral compromises, reminds them, we've always been outsiders, but never conquerors. Xavier insists he can guide. Thanos teach empathy sao. Restraint. Wolverine, sharpening his claws, mutters that some tyrants can't be taught. Thanos, meanwhile, is working his own game. He studies Cerebro, intrigued by the possibilities of telepathy mixed with Infinity Stone technology. He asks Jean Grey about the Phoenix Force. He takes particular notice of Rogue, wondering if her powered absorption could be weaponized on a cosmic scale. And then, inevitably, the question arises. The Infinity Stones? Thanos has two, but access to Xavier's mind gives him ideas for the rest. The X-Men, for all their loyalty, find themselves drawn into cosmic battles beyond anything they've known, fighting alongside Thanos against the Nova Corps, Asgard, and even the Guardians of the Galaxy. For a time, mutant flourishes. They are feared, yes, but not hunt. Cities rise, shaped by Magneto's will, and protected by cosmic artillery. Mutant children, now adults, battle-hardened, walk the streets unafraid. But a shadow looms. Thanos' philosophy is contagious. Balance soon means not just safety, but supremacy. Xavier watches as his dream twists. Mutant power, once a shield, becomes a sword. Dissent is rare, and always punished by Thanos in Forsazak, Polaris, Colossus, seduced by newfound power. Friendships fracture. Cyclops grows ever colder, his ideals battered by hard alien pragmatism. Eventually, the spark of resistance ignites. T-Avengers, joined by uneasy cosmic allies, launch an assault. Some X-Men defect, unable to stomach Thanos' methods. Betrayal is everywhere. Mystique vanishes, playing both sides. While Magneto faces the old quest, does he fight for Mutant or for himself? The final confrontation is brutal. Thanos, wielding near-complete cosmic power, stands beside a battered, conflicted Cyclops and a Phoenix-empowered Jean Grey. Professor X, trapped inside his own mind, realizes too late what he's unleashed. In the end, it's not power that decides the day. It's choice. Jean, torn between the Phoenix and Thanos' vision, shatters the Mad Titan's control at the last moment, sacrificing herself to break the alliance. Thanos is defeated, but at terrible cost. The X-Men, diminished and divided, survive, changed forever by their alliance with the Mad Titan. And in the quiet that follows, Xavier rebuilds, this time vowing never again. No matter the cost, will he let desperation dictate allegiance? Because even the greatest power, if bought at the price of one's soul, comes at a cost that can never be repaid.